Hello everybody, this is Hakaym and we are back with another round of World of Warships. Unfortunately, this is going to be a post-commentary as the audio was somehow deleted. Maybe because I accidentally hit the delete button and it's gone forever. So I finally got around to setting up this video to where I can show off the Japanese Tier 3 battleship, the Miyogi. Now don't get me wrong, I don't mean to diss on this ship, but I hate this ship. It's almost as bad as the Tenru, but for very opposite reasons. This battleship, it's slow. Granted, yes, I understand it is a battleship, and battleships are slow. But this barely makes 20 knots. The other major issue is that it has about a 9-kilometer range. Now, do keep in mind that I did not upgrade the range because I just wanted to get past the Miyogi as quick as I could. So I just jumped into games and got experience when and where I could. So we are on hotspots playing actually probably the worst maps. I just despise this map because your team is split up in opposite corners, and if you don't coordinate, you guys can be sandwiched by your enemy ships. So in this map, we are actually... I thought we were going to lose because we are up against a Tier 6 New Mexico, which I finally got, but anyway, I am obviously the lowest tier, so we all decide, I believe, to head towards the bottom right hand corner, and I'm being really ballsy here. Unbeknownst to me, there are, I think, 2 cruisers, a destroyer, and a battleship, and I'm just barely in range of this Omaha up here. And granted, the Kawachi does have 4 turrets, which the only time you can fire them is on broadside. But one thing I do not like about these shells is the splits. I barely get one hit. I aimed, I got it towards the bottom of the ship where the Omaha is known for its weak citadels, and I just miss the hits completely. So I'm just watching now these shells flying over my head, and I just finally get my guns reloaded, and he is turning around. I'm like, okay, I can get this. I fire, and I get 2 hits, 16-20, and there are our ally Phoenix just going off against the other enemy Phoenix, hoping he's gonna destroy him. And I think he actually survives, because it's been a while, but we'll see. So I'm like, oh, I better get out of here because there are 2 battleships behind that island. Get my guns turned, I fire, and he's dead. So another thing about the Japanese Kawachi. God, I hope I've been saying Kawachi the whole time. Is I keep turning. You'll see me do it multiple times where I will fire my shells, but then I will turn my ship, trying to get my turrets on the other side into range to fire. And by the time it takes me to turn, my other turrets will be fully reloaded. So just keep watch. You'll see me do this multiple times. So I decide to get out of here and head north because I did not want to die this early in the game because we aren't doing too bad. Granted, it's still a little early, but we are still ahead a cruiser and a destroyer. They've lost a cruiser and a destroyer. Granted, they did have 5 destroyers. And I've just now realized they had 5 destroyers.
The enemy team is
And we only had 1. So I finally realized that one of our fellow Congo battleships is actually in a fight with the New Mexico. And there's Mr. Cleveland just firing all his guns. That ship can fire so many shells very quickly. I love the ship. So I see this Kawachi all the way up there. And I decided to go after him. So that's why I'm heading north as quick as I can. I didn't even realize this carrier is up there getting chased by this Kawachi. Totally oblivious to that. So I decided, I'm like, I can get this New Mexico. Come on, turrets. Turn. Turn. And he's dead. Of course. So, with my ship fully up to speed, all 20 knots of it, he's about 10 kilometers, and he has to be within about 9 kilometers for me to hit him. And I'm surprised that I don't get, probably because this cruiser, I didn't even realize he was there. And I didn't even realize he died after watching this. So, focusing on this Kawachi, poor Bill, he did such a good job. And my guns did such a shitty ass job. I'm aiming, I'm taking my time. I'm like, okay, I need this to hit. And I misjudged the speed of his ship. And I miss him completely due to the splits and the accuracy of the Kawachi guns. I actually think... Ooh, do I get hit? Oh, no. I get no hits. Ah, this Kawachi is the death of me. I've died so many times with this ship. And I've come to respect battleships. They are a bit hard to use. You have to get used to it. You really have to use it. And I do 26,000 thinking, next shot, I'll hit him. I'll turn my ship. Get my turrets in range. And unbeknownst to me, he's actually repairing his ship. And if you see there, because I'm turning my ship port, the very back turret has to swing all the way around to get back into aiming position. And almost every shot I fire, only 1 shell hits. If those 2 last shots, both of the shells hit, this Kawachi would be dead. And you will see what happens. This is ridiculous. I think he dies very soon. I'm getting my other turrets gonna fire, going to take him out. And nope. And he gets his revenge on me. Now it's a good 1/4 of my health down. And while I was attacking that Kawachi, our carrier went down, and he is very unhappy with the lack of protection. And so we are turning around, and we're going to face off this Cleveland, who, him and his 2 fellow battleships are moving northwest. Don't know why, probably because they've been fighting this way and they've just been going in one direction. Bad reference. So, of course, as usual, I have to wait forever because 1, the turning on the ship is horrible, and the range. And he's finally in range, and I take my shots, and I fire way ahead of him. Should have paid attention. But, got 3,000 damage. Not terrible, but not great, especially considering he's a Tier 5, and I'm a measly Tier 3 battleship with smaller guns. And he is about dead. And you see just the AA gunfire coming off the Cleveland. He's just going to go down and blaze of glory. So that is the Mighty Congo, a Tier 5 battleship. And it is more deadly if you are within about 13 kilometers of it. Its guns become incredibly accurate. And he is going up against 2 cruisers, me, and another battleship. And once again, I am turning, just trying to get my ship within range. Unfortunately, he's actually heading up north to me, and I thought he would probably take me out since, you know, he is a Congo. But his attention is focused on all the others, especially that, I believe it's probably Cleveland that's hitting him. Now, you see those torps? They're just coming, and especially the second one on the right, I believe, is going to help me out in the future. So, he's finally in range. He's turning. And this is what you're supposed to do. Any battleship drivers, take your time. Unlike me, which I fire. Should have waited, but oh well. And there is that torpedo that's coming in and knocks out a good chunk of his health. And here I go again, switching sides just to get my gun into range, which is actually surprisingly a good thing, because my very next volley kills him. Beautiful. And unfortunately, the rest of this match is chasing two destroyers, a Minikaze and a Wataki. And as probably what I would do if I was a destroyer and I did not want to die, I would play hide and seek, run and hide and fire torch when you can. And that is pretty much what they do. And since I am all the way on the north hand side and they are actually further south, I do not get in range of any of them, no matter how hard I try. So, yeah. Alright, we're going to make a quick cut here, and I'm going to show you how much points I got for this match. Granted, I only did 13 shots. We'll take a quick look. And we are back. And we have almost caught up with this destroyer when we win the match, because we gained 1,000 points by capping. The destroyer does survive, and I am rewarded with a whopping 561 points. Now you can just understand the frustration it has given me just to earn enough experience to level up and get the Miyogi. So please hit the like button, subscribe. More videos will be out. I am working on them. You guys have a great day. Zaijin.